Today, the title is Where is God and Where is I Am? I will show different expectation, not expectation, different perspective of my spiritual journey. My spiritual journey would not be grow if I would not have a motivation of love. Now, spiritual journey and the will of God is not a part-time job. It requires all your life until the last days. Spiritual journey is connected deeply with your motivation, and this is a journey of heart. Everything else, your body, help you quickest way your spirit to grow, your mind is play its role in universal conscience. It play its own function, and universal conscience plays its own instrument. But mostly this journey is a journey with motivation and with love. Otherwise, even your all instrument is functioning, keys, and you are not humble enough and patient enough to invest totally your love and motivation. In this case, spiritual journey, maybe your point of view, you are thinking you are growing. Maybe you are growing to increasing religious knowledge, but this is not your observation. This is not your experiences. Maybe you are growing in theology, in terminology. Maybe your mind is growing in different perspectives. But again, love is the main steering, and your motivation is the main motivation which help your spirituality to grow. God Himself was not satisfied with dark material. God has universal mind. We never able to come so far the way God chose His mind. There are countless creation, but God's mind to reach need many eternal times. And who knows? God has universal consciousness. He became aware. He have concept. And he began with his plan, how his creation or different creator being should be. And God has a amazing divine conscience. But the main element which make possible that all different human creation, angel and countless other creation came to existence, and the eternal life, beyond the life, was God. Love, that's why life became reality and God motivation. So purpose of life, you can grow in different aspects. But the totality is, mainstream goal is purpose of life. You win God's heart. And you should be reflecting God's love in His creation. And how you will come to know how much your investment was in love, and how far your true motivation was, and your love, what you have invested, the result will be seen, visible, even in this life when you have your spiritual sense are open with your spiritual journey. But again, spiritual senses open up only when your true motivation and your investment of love open small or great window of your spirituality. So in the end, your result can be seen in your spirit, which is a visible result. But invisible seed was your main investment of love and your true motivation. According to this, God's seed of love and true motivation, this seed opened up And God gives this seed according to your motivation, your journey. And this seed, when it opened up, the visible result was the light of God. And this light of God is a different expression. There are many light which are representing horizontal value. Few I can explain. White light represents your motivation to come to know the nature of truth and the truth of God. For example, angels have this light. Green light represents your motivation. By nature wise, you are a peacemaker. And you want to live, and you have preached in your life to accomplish peace on earth. If you have parallel orange light, it means you wanted to do many things at once, but you could not complete, and you left open many construction in your spirit. German language we say construction Baustelle. So you are belong to mostly in middle dimension. If you have only the pink color, it means you was very romantic, but your action, your activities could not brought you in realistic level, and your world become very limited. And the journey which you have to lose many things and gain many things, you don't want it to take this journey. So you never reach realistic level. If you have a red light, it's coming from your spirit, it means it's not good. Your spirit will be blocked in spiritual world, and you have a great judgment. And who knows where downfall will take place. And this is a realistic judgment will come for everyone. And this is will in the end decide by advantage and disadvantage according to your spirit, but that in your spirit is not good. It means there's a long judgment. If you have a brown, it means your spirit, you have lived material marathon in your life, and you have a lip service, like all religious say, I am right, I will go paradise. They carry this belief. However, they live their selfish marathon world to fulfill their worldly desire. Doesn't matter if you any religion belong to, or you not belong to any religion. If you are secular society, you can imagine your destination will be downfall, which are mean that religious term hell, and no savior, no prophet would save you, because by themselves they cannot save, and according to what they have in their spirit, disadvantages, they go by themselves down and have to pay the prices. If you have a golden fire light, it telling for the will of God, your motivation, your heart you invested, and you took Nami's cross. And you want to burn this world, that mankind come to know the real will of God, the purpose of life, and come to know God's mainstream motivation of love. If you have a crystal blue light, it's telling that vertically you know God so intensive, His motivation, creating the life, is motivation for the purpose of life. And many, when you take God loneliness, emptiness, then this loneliness make your spirit so clean, and your spirit become empty from every darkness. And God was always alone, sad, that's why He created His creation. So the sadness of God is the we say, but this is in German, possession, yes. Possession of God's love, which in the end shining that you represent God. And in spiritual life, they call you a Lord. You are not a God, but after God, you are a Lord representing God, inner value. There are so many light in spiritual world, which is countless, but you will come to know the worldly people life after death because their spiritual senses are blind. And the one who fulfills purpose of life, he can have numerous observation and experience, and he come to know many hidden secret of God in this life. Let's talk about me. Maybe it can help you to grow spiritually. God called me as a Messiah to save this world. That's great. God called me His everlasting heart. It's great. Later God says you are Messiah for all the time. External and internal life. It is great. God says you are the founder to discover my love. It's great. But here, as an ordinary person, as an ordinary human being, I would like to represent myself. So if you look at ordinary way, I don't have 4 hands and 6 legs and 12 eyes or 3 hearts. In this perception, I am like you as a human creation. I born. What you have, I have. It means in this way we are all equal. So can we say God is a fair God? Yes, we can say God is a very fair God. He did not give me something extraordinary, then I can say, no, I am special. I born without sin. And I am better than human being because I have something which you don't have. It means what I can reach my goal within the love of God, you also can reach. It means purpose of life is very simple. Why is simple? God don't asking that you should become Einstein and then you fulfill the purpose of life. or you become super being politics, and then you're gonna fulfill the purpose of life. And if you are a scientist and have a great knowledge, then you are fulfilling the purpose of life. Or if you are the richest man in this world, then God welcome you and say you fulfill the purpose of life. This is not true. Purpose of life is foundation standing the love, where life as a concept and became reality. And reality took place. Otherwise, there would be no life, internal creation and external creation. If God, love would not be mainstream motivation. I hope so far you can follow me. I try my best to speak simple way because I see you, mankind, with parental heart. I see you, you are my children, my brother, my families. And most simple way I like to guide so life would be not so complicated, but would be straight way where you come to know your destination. So in the spiritual journey, in my true motivation and my mainstay love to research the Creator has opened many wonders in spiritual life and brought also my universal conscience awareness. In this way, my past and my future was meeting in such a meeting point where my all this life became as a present and representing my heart to give the benefit to fellow men or any creation, if it's an angel or countless creation. So my heart became a present in when you are with God, reach your perfection in love, then past and future also become present. So my life is an open book. And it will help you to guide where is God and where I am in my spiritual growth. The bottom line truth is, if I would not research God with my honest true motivation, then maybe I would gain still horizontal different things, but I will lose my eternal value an everlasting gift in my spirit, which is a love of God. So in this case I can say I'm very proud in the love of God, that my motivation was to just come to know this life and come to know the original source, the cause, who is the reason for everything. Who is the reason who giving me unconsciousness and then giving me consciousness as a universe, consciousness. If this would be birth of love or where life began, this all was a gift by God because of my true motivation to come to know as God wished. I want to grow as God wants me to grow. And God was not a dead God. He heard my prayer. Because I was not asking something to give me this, give me that. Because I came to conclusion, He has given me everything. He has given me His last gift. He has invested His last ounce of energy in me. So this prayer that I want to have this and this was out of question in my life. I wanted to become an object of God and want to grow in the beauty, the way God guided me. God heard my prayer. He see me. He felt all the senses what we have, God has. That's the greatest gift by God. God has a spirit forever in eternal life. And God gave us this greatest gift that we can live forever in eternal life. many thousand or 100,000 moment came in my life. I could touch God. I could embrace God. There was a moment where my burning mystic love brought me that I could have a certain time with God according to my burning and mystic love. However, question was remain all my life and even when I am old. Still this question is standing in front of me. When I will be with God forever. I'm honest. And you, humanity or any creation, I see you as my family. And I don't need to put me as this super being and make a differences. I don't want to those prophet and Messiah who says you will meet God through me. After me there is no prophets. I have the whole truth. Quran is perfect. Bible is perfect. I will never speak with you with such a nonsense. If I do this, I betray you. I betray God and His value. I betray His love. More than this, I make crime against humanity, that I leave them blind behind me. I fear with this time when I would be finally before God, life after death, and I get a judgment. And God says, you did not represent my love. You did not represent how kind God I am. You did not represent me. I am a compassionful God, merciful God. You did not represent me that I am always present near my creation heart. You did not represent me that 24 hours I'm begging this creation to open your heart, and I want to live in love settlement with you. You brought complication for humanity. You sit down in the middle point of humanity. And now humanity, depending on you, and wandering around and making new theology, you will come back. And then God will say, why you have done this such a crime when you came to know me deepest way? What kind of answer I have? I don't have any answer. I will be speechless. It means I did not show real face of God. I did not represent the real character of God. That when He was creating a life, there was no concept of hell. He was creating a life to give joy to His creation and created beings. God was creating this life because love was the mainstream motivation of God. God was creating this life not to become invisible God. Invisible God, it telling we are not belong to God. In the religious book, you can open Quran and hear what Jesus say. That this evil is your God. It means who create evil? All this evil is a Lucifer who came Satan. All this human creation who became partner. All beings who show their back to God and became unthankful. They are the one who created this dark environment and dark hell. So God saying, evil is your creators. I'm not evil, I'm true God. I don't recognize you, God says. And in the Bible, they should read. Satan is your father. Again, evil. We do not only accuse here Satan, but he was also first in good path, in good journey. But then, in this journey, he became proud, egoistic, arrogant. He felt he is the best one, better one. And he caused fall to angel, jinn creation, mankind. But let's be honest, as a alone, he could not cause the fall, and we all end up in the darkness. We was in his partner. We have a similar potential, character, and we did not grow in the beauty and in the love and in amazing grace of God. So what is a fallen world nature? Selfish world nature. They accuse each other. You are the one. You are fault, should. You have done this thing. They don't take any responsibility that I am fault. I am the reason that thing went so complicated. So God is saying that all this which is unnormal complication is in this world. This is not my world. But we have so much fat in our eyes, our air doesn't function. It functions only selfishness, but we cannot hear the voice of God. Our heart became dark. That's why we, in the end, when disaster happened, we accuse God. Oh God, where you are? But where we are when we take these steps to make a destruction for each other, so the point I want to stress, I became an old man and my spiritual journey saying, okay, it's fine, you had 100,000 or million opportunity to touch God, to smell God, His fragrance of love, experience God. However, it's a long way to settle down with God. And this pain, this sadness is always knocking my door. And calling me not to follow sleep. Remain as a wake-up person. Not this time which you have right now, you lose this time. You lose, in this case, your value. From your birth until your death, this timing is not given to you that you become macho and spend your life. This is my life. I can live, I can, however I wish. No. This is a responsible time to decide your eternal value and destination. Very less people think like this. This pain, this sadness make me sleepless night. And give me more deepest value of love. Deepest value. Don't let pass this time. Come to know more and more God. If I drink million glass water or drops and I say, oh, sea became dry because I drink 1 million glass water or million drops. then people will laugh at me as a foolish man. This is a quality hidden in the mystic love. But something happened which is extraordinary. Growing my heart in the love of God, I became fragrancy of amazing flower, and my spirit went all over the eternal life like a wind. All my spirit became pieces and went different direction in eternal life. And now I'm not belong to one creation. My observation, my experience is brought countless spring times and telling me, you are not belong to any creation. You are not belong to paradise. You are not belong to countless heaven. And calling me, you are only and only belong to this Creator who creates you. Many times we become very selfish people and say, this is my family. Did you brought your family with you when you came out from your mother's stomach? Did you brought your partner with you? Did you brought your children with you? Answer is no. So this children which you are saying is mine. I'm sorry, this is not your. It came through you, but it belongs to Creator. He give you for a short time as a rent, like you rent the car. He teaching you parental love, partner love, value of teacher and student, value of family, value of society, nation and the world, and for the whole creation. No, but you don't want to grow. You want to grow only selfish. This is my children, my family, my house. Yes? And in the end, is nothing belong to you. You go cemetery, they bury you. Your money don't go with you. Your house never visits you. Later even your partner finds somebody else and she calls, other woman, I love you. And life go on. Sorry, even your children, even your partner, everybody forgets you. Not even 50 years pass, you are only the history, memory. And and you are now entering in the eternal life, your spirit has darkness and brownness, and you still psychological sick spirit, and saying still my. You still want to go back to old world. But you don't become aware life after death. The time you have passed on earth will never return back to you. Even you are the king or you are the emperor, you are again this time back. It's not going to come back. In this case, you are the most foolish person. You are the foolish on earth, foolish in eternal life. What makes you so foolish? Because your selfishness. Because you have forgotten your Creator. You have forgotten your value. You have created your own hell while you are living on earth. And then saying, God created hell. If He is a God of love, why He creating hell? You created hell, that the spirit which live forever, you make this spirit ugly, dark. And in your spirit, life after death can see all this sickness and crime, telling who you are. And if somebody is spiritually open, he can see even now for other people, like me, for example. Soon person meet me, he can tell me how great person is with the grace, amazing grace of God. I can see his spirit telling me his identity, his spirit telling me naked who this person is and where this person belongs to. Life after death. So as a parent of the heart, I want you to take as a parental heart to take this journey with me and see this journey if you are not spiritual. If you cannot be there where I am, to see this journey with my eyes. Just like a movie. And then ask yourself, I should be home also yesterday. But I will still word as speechless when person become delighted in God and spiritual. He become like a person who not able to speak. So he try to express his hand and feet, but internal life is a speechless life. It's telling that words are not enough, but I'm still wrestling. I'm still representing word. So you become aware. I am speaking, so you become silence. I am so you can have new world. I am speaking to give you those keys that you can be like me. I am speaking so I can help your everlasting journey. Otherwise, I have seen myself in spiritual life. I'm speechless. Eternal life God, if guide me to go those eternity, I will go. But your value tells who you are. I don't need to speak to go middle dimension or hell to guide them. They see my value. They see who I am. Like on earth, all my life, I tried to bring the message to mankind. And they say to me, doesn't matter where I went, if this was in Europe, if this was in Middle East, if this, they kick out from my country, wherever I've been, they say, no, thank you. Especially Western society, even today as an old man. I say, you want to know God? You want to know life after death? You want to know your destination? Let me help you. No. Thank you. Keep your God for yourself. And then the best way. But contrary, in spiritual life, when they meet me, they say, wow, what a great gift you are. You are a Lord of, you have eternal freedom. Blink of light, you can be any part of eternal life. Even light speed I don't need. Help us. Help us that we can be like you. Doesn't matter which lower dimension I go or middle dimension. Before even I land this dimension coming together to hear me, where they can buy the light. What kind of black magic he has. But they don't know. Light is hidden in the love of God. Light is hidden, a long journey in love of God. But things change in life after that. Here, they don't need me, I am the last thing. There, they need me every second. They ask me, can you tell where's our family, where are our children? You know everything. We cannot be there. Maybe you can cross your message. They still have a horizontal wishes. We lost everything. Please help us. But they don't want to know the Creator who created all creation. It means they are criminal. They want to steal something. And according to their criminal nature, they end up where their misery, pain, and hell are waiting for them. made God so many times or countless times, but I let my fellow men know how I feel. When new opportunity arise for me to meet God, it seemed like this was the first time I met God. I still remember all this million moment in my life like this happened just now. It happened like yesterday. I remember every night, every moment. When my heart has printed in my spirit, if my heart would not print it on my spirit, this love, this value, the way I have lived for my love, for my beloved one, then I would not able to bring those time and those moments back. But now is printed in stamps in my spirit. So now my past, my present, my future is coming one meeting point. Otherwise, not even past, not even future, nothing would become present. Because the time which is past is never returned back. But the love of God had printed this time in my spirit. That's why God said, I am the presence to time and space. Even time cannot reach me. Speed of light cannot reach me. Wherever space will be, I am higher. All this creation cannot reach me. Because you will see all over in heaven there are spaces. I have tested topics so many times. But I am so sad. People read my books, but this don't become part of their value. So many members in Pakistan, India, all over the world. Finally, they, like loose for nature, they came. Now I want to become myself. I want to have my way to meet God. And then they fall in, as an atheist, they fall in esoterics. They fall is God doesn't exist, godliness exists, because they could not meet God. My guidance, they never became humble and patient. They did not understood the key of prayer is a key which comes inner voice of heart. That's a prayer. They did not wish to have a long journey. They saw as a part-time, in few years I made God and everything will be done. This part-time job, this 5-10 year journey did not brought them. They did not recognize one life is not enough to research God. One life is not enough to come to know the value of God. One life is eternal is not enough. Doesn't matter how many creations you pass through to grow, continue spiritually. They wanted to come 180 degrees with car and just like a buy shopping center, whatever we have, and 190 we go out. No. Whole life, last breath, an eternal life. We will grow, continue. At this point, I want to make a small break, and our topic, where I am God, where is God and where I am, will continue. And I express more things with God's point of view, with my observation and experiences. And I pray to God, give me humbleness, that I keep myself just as an ordinary person, to live as an ordinary person in this life, and eternal life is the greatest gift for me. This is a key for my peace, for my happiness. And what I could say amazing grace about me, that God opened many windows in my heart. So in the gardenness of God, I could grow in love and spirituality. And my motivation, and God also was guiding me. But this all window in my heart is not end up. It will be continue. Whole eternal life will be continue. There is no limitation. So after break, I will start again. Where is God and where I am? Thank you.